Hey guys, welcome back. So, you've probably heard about the Olive Garden drama with Jenny69 and the employee who called her out. And if you haven't, I do have a video up on that. So, Jenny was called out for being rude and not tipping.
Jenny69 comes to my job all the fucking time, and that bitch is rude. Like, she's so fucking rude. She literally never tips. She, like, demands everything.
Jenny then responded, and it wasn't a flat denial. She basically said that if someone doesn't do their job properly, she doesn't feel obligated to tip.
Can y'all please let me know who this little hood rat crackhead looking ass bitch is? Cause I'm sorry, for one, if I pull up at Starbucks, I'm not going to tip. If you don't do your job the way that I need you to do your job, I don't have to tip. It's optional. If I feel like you're giving me a carota de pendeja, de nada que verienta, I'm not gonna tip you.
Jenny admitted that she's cheap and that tips are optional, but she also suggested the employee might have been rude. She also mentioned that her son might have been with her at the time and needs accommodations, hinting that could have affected the interaction. Her friend also chimed in to back her side.
The whole experience at this location that me and my friend were going to was horrible.
But the Olive Garden employee fired back, claiming Jenny's story wasn't accurate and accusing her of trying to get her fired. And here's where it escalates. The employee ended up losing her job. Now, Jenny69 said she was so glad and said the girl was hella weird. Now, since the former employee has done a story time giving her side and says Jenny lied and couldn't even keep her story straight.
First story time explanation video. I'm excited. Let's get into it. Okay, so I have beef with Jenny69. I made that video about her on how she's rude and she doesn't tip, which is all extremely true. I've never had any interactions beyond, hi, how many people for your party? Because I was the hostess, not a server. I'm not a server. I don't get tips. I was saying the tip thing on account of my coworkers who have served her multiple times because she went to my restaurant multiple times, didn't tip every single time, and then split a $30 check with her friend that's also making videos. Okay, so now let me address the things that she was saying about how I didn't want to accommodate for her autistic son, and that's what caused the rudeness between the two of us. I would like to go back on how I haven't had an interaction with her beyond, hi, how many people for your party? I've never even physically sat her at her table, let alone have I ever seen her son in person. I've never seen her son in person. The most that it's been is me asking her, hi, for how many? And then my runner, okay, she could go ahead and take you right over. My runner going and seating her. If that interaction between us had ever happened, I would have absolutely accommodated her to move elsewhere. It's a restaurant. We accommodate people all the time. Elderly, autism, literally anything we accommodate for. If someone needs a wheelchair, we sit them at a table and we move the wheelchair for them. Or if they want to sit at a booth, okay, go ahead and sit down. We'll just go ahead and take it to the back. So that was completely false. I've never interacted with her friend, her or her son, anything like that. I've never even seen her son before. So just to clear that up, she lied about that entire interaction. If you guys want to go back to her videos that she posted with her and her friend, they couldn't even keep their story straight. First they thought I worked at Starbucks, so that's false. Then they found out I worked at Olive Garden, and then they said that I was a server. I'm not a server, I'm a hostess. I don't get tips. I never asked her for a tip. Why would I ask her for a tip as a hostess? So just to clear that up. And for her to use her autistic son as leverage to get someone fired is so bad. You are a bad person for that. That makes you a bad human being. That's wrong. Jenny's also celebrating that I lost my job, because I did. I lost my job. It ended up getting flooded with comments and everything, which I don't care for. It's Olive Garden. I made minimum wage there. I could get a minimum wage job anywhere else. My man works and supports me, so I was basically using that money for myself. So these were the people that were requesting my accounts. As you can see, it's nothing but boring ass at home senoras that have nothing to do with their life. And so, like, these are the people that she's having, like, come after me. Hostess is rude, definitely asking ridiculous for a tip, even before we left the restaurant. And she was talking to my boyfriend at the time, and I confront her about my man, and she was like, I didn't know. And she ended up, like, hiding in the back. Like, what? That's crazy. Like, what? That's crazy. Like, these are the people that she has coming after me, like... But yeah, so that's my little story time. I just wanted to come up and say that that didn't happen with, like, her son and everything. That's just very rude, very disrespectful for her to say about me. Like, why would I do that? Like autistic children have my heart. Like, that literally makes no sense, and you caused your son to be that way. So, love ya. I hope you're satisfied with how shitty you look and how terrible of a person you are and how everybody in my comments hates you and how you only have ratchet ghetto bitches.
Recently, Jenny went live and was asked to do a story time. And this is what she had to say regarding that.
Do a story time of the Olive Garden girl. I know a lot of you guys want me to do a story time, but I just feel like it's kind of already public information. Y ya no le quiero dar mucha atención a la nada que verienta, porque siento que no vale la pena, la verdad, amiga. Como que ya pasó y fue en el pasado y ya. Basta con estupideces. You know what I mean? She got fired, which is T, and that's that. Is it true you got an Olive Garden employee fired? Yes, ma'am. The story time, you guys, I'm sure you already know the story, and if not, just hashtag Jenny69 Olive Garden. She's busy, girl. We're talking about beauty products now. We're not talking about the nada que verientas anymore, girl. Nada que ver. Hashtag la coda. I am coda. Please screen record this. Jenny69 La Coda. I'm gonna come out with a corrido called La Coda. I feel like como que they think they're gonna get to me by calling me a coda. Dude, I get tired of telling you guys that I'm cheap as fuck. I shop at Ross. The fuck? I'm a corrientona and a coda. La Coda de Riverside. Y soporten. I feel like they think that I'm like those creída girls that are just like la bougie. You know what I'm talking about? No, bitch. Ross ain't cheap anymore. Girl, the prices are so high on everything. Hasta los aguacates, dude. Ya subieron los precios de los aguacates también. Los Persian cucumbers, $6 a bag. Dude, things fucking expensive. Las bolsas, ya te cobran para las bolsas. No. The real ones know you've been like that since day one. Dude, the real ones know. That's why I'm like, what's new? I don't understand. You know what it is? It's because there's new people that don't know my story, don't know where I come from, don't know my come up. So they're just there de criticonas. You get me? Like they're not like educated of the Jenny69 history, of the history that Jenny69. It's very much if you know, you know.
Now let's take a look at what social media users had to say. Some think Jenny was in the wrong, while others understand her perspective. This person said, I think not tipping her would have been fine, but to be extra and get her fired is crazy work. Getting the girl fired gives pobrecita vibes, zorrita de Riverside. I hope it's a blessing in disguise for the girl. I get not wanting to tip, but having someone fired and saying they are glad is wild. Wow, being happy someone lost their job in this economy is evil. The fact that she used her autistic son as an excuse and lied about it, that he was there to get the girl fired, is crazy. Never been a fan of Jenny. She has such a nasty vibe to her. I used to like her, but she got ugly real quick. I like her, but for her to be happy someone lost her job is heartless. That's why karma be eating her up sometimes, and when it does, I don't really feel bad. That's why life treats her the way it does. Now these people see where Jenny's coming from. They said what's crazy is that this girl came for Jenny online first. Most people come for influencers/celebrities online and don't usually get a response. I mean, if you didn't want someone to come for you, then why come for them? The other girl brought it to the internet. People are too comfortable on this app, always trying to expose someone. Now look where you're at. What did this girl possibly think was going to happen? The other girl tried humiliating her online until she clapped back. But yeah, guys, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this situation. What do you think about Jenny getting her fired? Also, what are your thoughts on everything the Olive Garden employee had to say? Let me know down in the comments. Now, that is all I have on this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video.